give a shout out to the team here in St. Andrew Eastern who is helping to make these initiatives possible. Again, thank you to our next Member of Parliament, Comrade Trisha. Thank you, Comrade Little, the candidate caretaker for Mona Division, or Councillor Darrington Ferguson, Comrade Camille Steer, Carl Campbell, Chantel, Kevin, Charmaine, Yvonne, the entire team. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Our workers, our foot soldiers, yeah man, everybody, cluster manager, indoor, outdoor, runner, driver, everybody big up on yourself for making it possible. We appreciate you. Comrades, with no further ado, I want to make welcome to the platform right now our champion for change, our leader with clean hands and clean hands, the man who eats and teach them.
Good vibes that is holding.
Our Prime Minister was here
check
to
it.
change.
Clearly when the big one's strolling.
Thank you very much, Comrade Peter K. Ferguson. Comrade Donna, respect. Next Member of Parliament, next like we have a talk a little first, alright? Have a seat, let's see. No. I want to big up Comrade Patricia Duncan Sutherland, next Member of Parliament, Eastern St. Andrew. My brethren, Dr. Andre Harton, next Member of Parliament, West Central St. James. Yeah. Comrade Darrington, Councillor for Papine Division. Comrade Little, caretaker for Mona Division. All of the comrades in the house. All of the supporters in the house. First of all, what a lovely cool evening here in Augusta. Trust me. Yeah, man. Yeah. You know, Augusta is a special place to me. First of all, you give me my Empress, you know?
Cross.
And in fact, I heard somebody mention Gilbert, you know? And I was thinking to myself, I remember when Gilbert leaked, I made up a walk from Ligani, where I was living at the time, and walk from 19 Bryce Hill Road to see where I go on, you know? Make sure it's Sandra, alright? And trust me, the place, you couldn't believe every fence down, the place was totally different, flattened, man. But the next few months was a different liberty, different style of living. But, you know, I was born and grew up on College Common, 9 College Common. You know, my father, Professor Bolo, was Professor Orthopedics at UA. Founded the Hope Valley Experimental School. Yeah, man. You know, and you give him a wife. You know, no future hermitage we used to flex with originally. You know, and play ball every weekend. And then, you know, Augustown, man, too. So this is really part of my upbringing, part of who I am is because of my experience here. And I give thanks for it. And you know, you have a candidate in Trisha who is a very experienced person. She has lived through many things in life. She is very capable and her heart is with the people. She will be an excellent Member of Parliament, an excellent representative for you. And I know that she's working hard to make that happen. And she has my full support, full support. As has been said, Comrade Darrington, you gave me one of the sweetest feelings when you won your victory in Papine. Believe you me, because your opponent, we don't say nothing. We're just glad say you give it a victory.
Cross.
And I want to thank everybody inside here who played any role in that happening. You know, who stepped forward with Darrington and make sure say we win the Papine division. Cause what? We now have the KSAMC, Andrew Swavey is the mayor. And he's doing good things. We're doing good things. So it is a wonderful thing, really a wonderful thing. Comrades, I sat through a very long and fairly boring speech in Parliament today, you know.
Embarrassing.
When I saw all the diplomats leave, I thought, boy, thing really not looking good, you know. And then I noticed so many other themes he touched on were things that we have been saying. The importance of agriculture in development. You know, the need to provide a solution for people who don't have access to lawful electricity.
Embarrassing.
So many other things. You know, I realize I really don't have much vision at all. And when you've been in government for 9 years, and you're the Prime Minister and Minister of Economic Growth, and there's no growth, and you're the Minister of Job Creation, and the jobs that we've created, which he admitted tonight, are really marginal jobs. Jobs that leave people in food poverty. Because how we have 3.4% unemployment and we have 55% of the people facing food poverty, insecurity, food, moderate and severe food security. That means you're not eating nutritious food. You're not eating, and then of course you have all of the medical conditions that flow from that. High blood pressure, diabetes, and the kidney problem, and the stroke problem. You know, see, Jamaica not going down the right path. And if you need to go to hospital, if you're sick, man, you're in trouble, man. Right now, they know operating theatre and KPH. KPH, when certain wicked things reach you, I guess you have to go. And no operating theatre. And it's not just KPH. Many hospitals, I remember the list is so long. So I'm saying this country is going down the wrong path. And the reason, you know, I think is that there's no ethics, what I call ethics. There's no principle of behavior and of morality that is a guiding light for the leaders of the country right now. And that is why we're making the wrong decisions. And that's why things are not turning the way they should. So when I spoke earlier this week, on Tuesday, I said, listen man, the first place we have to start is bringing back the love, bringing back decency, bringing back care for one another, and bringing back discipline and personal responsibility in our lives. We can't go nowhere without that, you know. We will always be underperforming. We will always be heading in the wrong direction if we don't embrace good standards of living, good moral fiber, and the right way of dealing with each other and with our Almighty God. That must be the beginning of everything. And that is my message to Jamaica. And I don't think anybody can assume that the Jamaica Labour Party under its current leadership can deliver that. Because when you look at how they have run the country, the long list of scandals that have taken place under their watch, the problems with the Integrity Commission, etc., etc. It's not a good look. It's not a good look for our country. Comrades, we want to be bold when we form government. We want to do some things that are going to make a big difference to the lives of the people and to give people opportunities that they don't have now to step forward in life. And we're thinking of, we can't do everything because we have to run the country. The financial and economic side of it has to be done properly because Jamaica has learned how important that is because we went through all kinds of tribulations over the years and we've now understand the importance of making sure you stay within certain basic rules, like how you run your household. You can't do certain things if you don't have the money to do it, and that's so it goes. In Jamaica, we have to keep within the rules that we have set for ourselves. But the beauty of it is that there are lots of opportunities to improve things within those rules. And the beauty of it is that if we make the right decisions and the right moves now, within a decade, we'll be in a very different place. We'll be in a much better place. We have to make our people more productive so that the economy can grow and it can attract investment, and we build a virtuous circle where things are having a positive momentum and you're going to invest start to rain into Jamaica because all for one, we don't know the 2-3 million Jamaicans who live outside of Jamaica. Many of them in North America, Things looking a little unsettled up there. Many of them, I think, would want to see an opportunity to come and invest in the country. And to, you know, so they have some options, even if they don't move back permanently. You know, so that is a big source of potential development for the country as well. So we just have to get our act together and do the necessary things and the right things now and start to build one success at a time in the positive direction, and we can achieve. We must invest in our people. That means education and training, because your people must be educated and trained so they can have the skills and have the approach that will allow people to get the right kind of jobs, and people can invest in the right businesses that create value here. And we have a lot of great ideas, and we've unfolded some of them already, and the people them love it. Because the response from Julian spoke last week, Thursday, and I spoke Tuesday, the response has been very positive. Some of them are saying, oh, we can't pay for it. No, go so. First of all, I don't want to get too technical, but you know, trust me, we're not going to do anything we can't pay for, and we're going to find ways in which we can do what we have to do. You know, there's room, because if people elect us, it's not to do just what the Labour right them have been doing. We have to change. That's why they want change. So some of what they're doing not going to continue, and it's going to be replaced by things that we think need to be done for the people. And so we will be able to afford it, and we will sequence it and phase it so that it's affordable. And that is what we're about to do. But let me tell the people, tonight really is not so much about lectures or talking to you like this. We want to have a conversation and hear from the people. You know, that is the beauty of this format, because this is the second one that I'm attending. You're right. Yeah, but the one I remember was the best is the first one. Yeah, which was on Jarrett Lane, up at the top of Saunders Lane. Oh, this year. Yeah, okay. Boy, you had so many of them. But that one, you know, was very good because the people got involved and we had a good conversation. I learned things. Because when I talk to people, I listen, you know, and I hear what they must say, and I try and think, well, how can I deal with that, and what needs to happen to make their life better? And that is how we get our ideas, by listening to the people and adjusting our policies and so on. But we're not really arrogant amongst the people. We try and be humble and down to earth because we respect everybody, and we know so we're not better than nobody. We're just here to serve the people, and because we've been blessed with certain talent and certain experience and knowledge that is necessary to move the thing forward, and we're committed to doing that for all of us. So people, I just want to say the word is love. We are here, we're going to have a nice talk, and I'm going to hand over now back to Sister Peter Gay, my comrade. Take a picture.
Thank you, comrade leader. Now you've heard from our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, and comrades, we're going to open up the floor, right?